Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's your buddy kidThunder back again with another video to talk about. This time this is going to be one of my quote-unquote kidThunder reaction video. So yesterday I was on the Nintendo early this morning I was on the Nintendo Facebook fan page, and they were talking about this article that was posted on mynintendonews.com. Nintendo of America President Reggie Fils-Aimé was talking about the price drop of the Nintendo 3DS. Now, first off, earlier back in, say like 4 months ago, which was like March 27th, I believe the 3DS was released around March 27th of this year. And ever since it was released, it was pretty much faltering in the market, meaning that it did not sell as much as what is expected. And I think the real reason why it wasn't selling that much now back then is primarily because consumers know that $250 for a portable game console is just too much. So, and then like when it came to Sony's PS Vita price announcement, which was going to be around the same as the 3DS launch price, like around $250 to $300. I mean, there goes the Sony fanboys that were saying stuff like, ooh, Nintendo just got pwned, or Nintendo just shitted their bricks and whatnot. You know, the PS Vita is going to outsell the 3DS, blah blah blah. Now, it's funny how they said that, and when the 3DS price drop announcement, it seemed that the tables have turned towards the Sony fanboys. Now, granted, true, I'm not trying to make this video to speak for Nintendo. Come to think of it, I like both Nintendo and Sony. It's just the fact that I, as a video game player, and as a consumer who, say, like, purchases video games, I usually purchase video games when the prices go down. I never purchase a video game or a console at launch, to be honest. But here's the thing. I mean, the 3DS was obviously faltering in the market, and you know, the sales were going slow. I mean, and I do feel that the real reason why Nintendo made this price announcement is this. Nintendo understands that we're living in a tough economy, number one. Number two, Nintendo also understands that they as a company are cost effective. In other words, they try their best not to release a console at a ridiculously expensive price. So it is a good thing that Nintendo pretty much made this price drop right here. And what's even a plus on this is that for those of you who purchased the 3DS at launch or something like that, or say like around the time when it's before it's $250. I mean, when it's $250, pretty much Nintendo as a company is going to give you all exclusive titles to download. Now, granted, true, do I have a 3DS? No, I don't at the moment. I mean, I'm pretty much trying my best to save up for one. I can't afford anything at the moment now, but I will purchase a 3DS one of these days. maybe sometime around the Christmas season. Who knows? But yeah, that's what I have to say. Nintendo. I also would like to say, I mean, you did a good thing right there because consumers already know what they want, and since you already have a bigger fan base to say like your DS consumers like me myself, even though at the time when I even though at the time I bought a DS back in November of 2008. But hey, what can I say? But hey, what can I say? The 3DS is going. I'm not trying to say this to be a Nintendo fanboy, but I do feel that like now, now that Nintendo had made this price drop announcement, we can see that the 3DS will become a much better success than what it is right now. And speaking of Nintendo as a company, how do I feel about them? Well, even though I do say that they could do better and whatnot, but still, at the least, we can just say let's go for it. As of now, this is kidThunder signing off. Take care and stay tuned for future content.